find your tribe, increasing our interpersonal satisfaction. All right. And I mapped it out here. I think this is pretty good example for you guys. I used Harry Potter. So we have wizardry is the kind of the overarching theme. They're part of the Ministry of Magic and all that good stuff. But when they get to Hogwarts, they are in their own little tribe, okay? Sure, yeah, they're all on the same team. They're all wizards. They're all good, I guess you could say. But what really causes them to have more fulfilling relationships is the fact that they are now in tribes, okay? And tribes increase our satisfaction for a couple different reasons. Number one, humans generally are more satisfied when and happier with life when they are in control of their lives. And they're also happier when they have fulfilling relationships. We are social creatures. We are social beings. And we thrive when we have a nice social structure and support system around us. Okay? Now, when we are in a super big group, let's just say we go to a huge mega church or something like that, it's too big. It's too big, and the people, it's too hard to care about those people, okay? There's too many people. You never see them. You got to have a group of people that you see regularly and you have shared values with, and you're all on the same team, okay? So we've got, there's no order to this. There's no color coding because I only have a certain colors for my markers. But let's just say we got like Ravenclaw, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and Gryffindor here for that. And they were all in the tribes in Harry Potter, okay? So now they're in this new place. They're all, yeah, sure, they're all wizards, but now we have this one table. They all sit at the same table. Now we've got this group we're part of, but then within that group, then they kind of break up and find their own like little couple guys that they really relate to and are really good friends with within that tribe. But humans are more satisfied when we have more intimate relationships, okay? Do I want 100 shallow relationships, or do I want 10 really decent relationships and then 5 really intimate relationships? My mom always said, I always made fun of my mom because she has no friends and she's got basically one friend, and she always would reply, I was like, Mom, you got no friends, you're a loser. And she says, all you need is one good one, is Mom's response every time I would bully her about that, okay? So all you need is one good one. So when we find our tribe, so her tribe was just her and her best friend, okay? And that is enough for her to be satisfied with her relationship. So all you need is one good one, okay? And a couple family members and things like that. So she's got the niche family tribe, the best friend, and things like that. But what happens is humans are happier when they're in control of their lives. I can't cite any studies for that, but I heard that somewhere. Humans are happier when they're in control of their lives, and they're happier when they have intimate relationships because we are a social species. We are not meant to be alone. When you have support system, friends that are there for you, vulnerable relationships where you can feel safe and you have good structures set up, then your happiness increases. So we find the right tribe, we increase our happiness, okay? So I want just to see what happens when we focus on our tribe. And I want to use this idea from Malcolm Gladwell from OUTLIERS. He found this tribe, so to speak, of, and don't quote me on this, I want to say they're from Italy, and I want to say that they lived in Pennsylvania. And for some reason, this tribe, which is part of the overarching American system, this tribe of people lived way longer and had a lot less heart disease and problems than every other group of people. And he was wondering, what is the thing? They were doing all these studies They found out that this tribe of people, they didn't drink any less, they didn't smoke any less, they didn't go to work any less. Why did this group of people live way longer and not have the diseases that the other groups had? Okay, and what he found was because they were in their little tribe of all these people that came from the same town in Italy that now lived in Pennsylvania, they're all part of this little tribe here, and they focus on that, so that's why they're happy. The overarching theme was because they cared about one another. They cared about one another. When we go to a large mega church, we're all under the Republican Party or Democratic Party. It's not as fulfilling, but if we have Democrats that canvass together, that's more fulfilling. So if we can get more and more niche with our relationships and really vet the tribe that we want to be in and then invest a lot of our time into that tribe, everyone is happier because we have more control. If we're a Democrat or Republican, I don't have control what all the Republicans or Democrats are doing. If I am a Christian or a Muslim or a Jew or Buddhist, we don't have control over what the whole thing is doing. If you're part of Hufflepuff, you can't control the whole Ministry of Magic, but you can kind of control to some extent how you treat the people around you. So the more we niche focus on helping the people that we can help right now, people all the time are like, man, I want to go give people water in Africa, okay, or something like that. And they just blow off the fact that they have a group right here that they could be part of, that they could help. Why don't we help the people that are in our town that need something, you know? The more we focus in a niche area, the more happy we become, okay? And I just kind of drew this out. Like, this is supposed to, like, resemble humanity. The dots are people. The smiley faces are tribes when we find our little niche. And then we have bigger groups. And we have even larger groups. And then we have humanity as a whole. When we're focused on these, like, big groups up here, we don't have any control of this. We're not in control of the systems that run places. All we're controlled is this tribe. If the tribe is 10, 20, 100 people, whatever it is, and we have a bunch of really intimate, one church, one mosque, one temple, that's our tribe, one workplace, whatever it is, we have a lot of control within this little environment, and we can all work together and make this tribe happy. And if everyone does their part and works in the tribes that they're part of, then everybody, eventually these tribes make up this big one, which makes up this big one. And what the problem is, people want to fix this, but they don't focus on this. Everyone wants to be the Democrats or Republicans to be better. Nobody wants to take care of the people in their community. Oh, let's make Donald Trump fix our problems. And then they're sad because Donald Trump can't fix the problems that only they can fix in their tribe. Or Joe Biden sucks, and everyone's sad because, hey, Joe Biden, why aren't you fixing my neighborhood? It just doesn't work that way. Why doesn't the neighborhood fix itself? And that neighborhood fix itself, and that neighborhood fix itself, and that neighborhood fix itself, and then now all these little neighborhoods, now the city is better, and now the county is better, and now the state is better. When we just focus on making the community that we're part of, if we really look at America as a whole, everyone has little communities, okay? There are communities that are majority, maybe it's a racially segregated community where it's like all Asians in this neighborhood or all black people in this neighborhood. If we all focus on helping that neighborhood be the best neighborhood as possible where I grew up at, if everybody does that, if the people in the hood do this, if the people in the white neighborhoods do this, or the wealthier neighborhoods do this, if we do people in the countryside do this, people that live in the woods, if everyone that's part of their little tribe, wherever they're from, focuses on, hey man, what can I do to help the 2 or 3 people around me, you could live in the hood and be doing a really good, happy job, and this other neighborhood over here could be even wealthier than your neighborhood and have better schools and stuff, but the community sucks. And now the people that are living in the hood are happier than the people that are in the wealthier neighborhood because they have a sense of community and they're part of their tribe. So I was just watching this video. This kind of maybe sparked from this video I watched. This guy goes to like Chicago, and he's just describing. He actually went and interviewed different people in different gangs and what they're like there. And he went to O Block, if you know what that is. And surprisingly, the people on O Block are like, hey man, we're all entrepreneurs. We're trying to make this place better. We don't want this neighborhood to have the reputation that it does. You know, we want to get better. We want to help the community. So even though they're on O Block, which is stereotypically seen as a bad place, what happened is the people there were working together, in the video at least. I've never been there. And they're like, hey, we're going to make our community better. And now they are happy because they're doing their best to reduce the crime, to increase the income, to make it safer, all that stuff. And that's how society should work. You find your tribe, you make your tribe the best that it possibly can. And if everybody from every tribe across the entire United States takes ownership of the tribe that they're part of, instead of worrying about what these guys are doing, or what the different tribe is doing, if we just say, look, this is my tribe, this is where I grew up, this is what I know best. If I keep investing in this tribe, eventually, wow, this tribe may look and say, wow, well, that tribe in Chicago did really good. Let's do that in Milwaukee. Or let's do that in Detroit. Wow, okay, so we see that Chicago's doing better. Let's take this to like Memphis. Let's copy what they're doing. And now everybody's happy. And everybody's getting better, and everyone's getting less poor. And that's just how I think that life should work. So when we find our tribe, whether it's our neighborhood, whether it's our religious faction, whether it's our career, maybe it's just an industry. Okay, well, we're all farmers, and we're all part of farmers in the Midwest, and we're all part of orange growers in Florida, and all of that good stuff. We find our little tribe and we make that tribe the best that it possibly can. And this is mindset. I'm sharing you mindset. If we have this mindset where we focus on the tribe that we are stewards of and we make that tribe better, then eventually the bigger problems go away. If I first, how about I just make my family, maybe I've got like a wife and kids or something like that. What if I start with that, okay? In the Bible, I think they talk about like no one can be a deacon or elder or whatever in the church until they have their family in order, okay? That is like a biblical principle. You make sure your family's in order, and then you help other families. And then those families all together, once they're in order, then they help the community. Then once the community's all in order, then they help other communities. And that's where it comes. So when we start focusing on this, on the little tribe that we're part of, everything gets better for everyone. But what happens is we don't want to focus there. We want to look at what other tribes, hey, that tribe looks better. And we start comparing ourselves, and we start wishing we weren't part of this tribe or that tribe. And we don't invest in the tribes that we're in. We do that, we have better relationships. That's pretty much what I got for you. That's my mindset of the day. Invest in your tribe.